Who is ready for some football, soccer action? This is Eagle reaching out, commissioner of the Simulation Soccer Federation. I mean, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been patient with myself and Winkler as we get this ready and started and kicking off. This first game in this Federation Cup, we have AC Miami Azul at home in Knox City coming in to play them. All games are played at a neutral site, so Miami is the home team for this game. Miami is in the blue and black tops with baby blue shorts, and Knox City is in the orange and white tops, striped tops with white bottoms. I want to take a moment to introduce Geralt Winkler, Thomas Smith, and Tyler Falk, who will be joining me during this Group A action. Gentlemen, welcome.
How's it going, Eagle? Glad to be here. I'm glad to see all of you finally take the field.
Hey everyone, this is Tyler Falk. Thanks for joining us. And Eagle, it's a privilege and honor to be alongside all of you. Looking forward to a great match.
And we also have...
We're not live on Twitch, guys.
And we also have Logan Peel. So I forgot that he was joining us. Before Thomas jumps in, Miami Azul is playing a 4-2-3-1 formation with Kodo Soto leading the line.
We are not live on Twitch.
And and Knox City is 4-2-3 or 4-3-3 as well. Dave Axis is leading the line. Look at that beautiful man, Dave Axis, right there with the ball. So Miami Azul starts out with the ball. They're going to be going left to right. Knox City is going to be going right to left. Ball's played out to Albert Begin. Plays it out to Sully. Richardson, number 2. Art Vandalay is also commentating today with us. He's going to be in the Twitch chat just typing because that's all he does is type. He can't talk.
Last I heard, he still hasn't gotten a mic that will handle his voice. But I'll just keep breaking.
Sully playing it out. Oh, look at this old wizard, Brian Craven, with the ball at his foot right there, going back out to Albert Begin. This is a nice, quick, great possession for Miami to start the game. Nice 1-2 touch passes to keep control of the ball. Hollywood Mason back to Vandalay. Vandalay out to the right for Troll. Loses it, though, in the box to Robadinho.
It's a nice clear, but Knox City really needs to start taking control of some of these possessions.
Yeah, I mean, Winkler, Thomas, Tyler, what do you guys think of these jerseys that so far for these two teams with the kind of the run over? You got run over by a car, Miami jerseys and the stripes of Knox City.
I think the play for Knox City here going with a play on an old school theme, whereas, excuse me, that's is that Knox City in the blue? I believe that's Knox City in the blue.
No. Miami's in the...
That's Miami in the blue. I should assume Azul blue. There we go. Miami, or like I said, are just playing on an old theme, whereas Knox City are just going more traditional. So I like it. It's easily a good clash of colors.
Yeah, so keeping back to Rosca. Look at how bright Rosca looks right now. Yogi with the ball, 1-2 touch turn. Not a great pass, giveaway. Sully Richards now attacking Kyoto. Again, they're attacking the right back right now. Miami is of Knox City. Let's hope that they'll be able to get. Will they be able to get through at one point?
I think it's safe to say, as far as aggression goes, Knox City is the far most aggressive team in the league. It's going to be interesting to see if their physicalness can take a toll and wear down Miami for the second half.
Yeah, I mean, preseason sims showed Knox City leading the league in yellow cards, which we clearly kept stats for, but we really didn't. But we do know that in the sims, Knox City had the most yellow cards. Out wide, Hollywood Mason's got the ball and just straight out of bounds. Throw into Knox City. Oh, you see some passing complete right there. 93% passing right now for Miami, 85% for Knox City.
It's interesting. The coach for Knox City opts to go for, a defensive game plan right now to try and weather the offensive onslaught that Miami's trying to put on.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas, as you're setting up a game on the road, technically, it's a different game plan, correct?
I know there are a lot of teams that will run different game plans on the road. It's definitely something you got to account for. Some teams will like to play more aggressive on the road. Just because it's a little bit harder to score usually. Teams play better with their home fans behind them, and I think it's something that we're definitely going to see as a big factor this season.
Yeah, and for people that are just watching, we're 17 minutes in to our Federation Cup. This is the Simulation Soccer Federation. It was created by myself, Eagle Mondavi, and Geralt Winkler. We just wanted to create a simulation league, and we found Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 had everything we needed for this league. Geralt will post a link to the Discord server if you want to join us. We are currently full right now for season 1, or for the beta season. Oh, switching it back off. It's Chip. Woohoo! Goal!
Freddie
Freddie.
Trammell, first goal of the season. Preseason, rather.
Ooh, Freddie with a chip. Just Finn McCool had nothing, couldn't handle it at all. What a finish! What a finish for the first goal for Freddie.
And honestly, that finish was great, but that lead pass right there that set him up. Look at that.
Ooh, man.
Man, was it me or was McCool just scared of the ball there? It's almost like he just ducked.
He got aggressive and then was like, "Oh shit, it's gonna hit me."
He's like, "Oh my god, he's got power!" Ooh, doink.
What a composed finish, right? You see people kind of go for the chip, and they usually screw it up, to be honest. But cool, calm, collective finish from Freddie Trammell. Knox City is up 1-0 in this match. 20 minutes in the game. Ace Fennec. Yogi Barr's got the ball out to Adam Williams. Now, will momentum stay with Knox City, or is Miami going to steal this game back? What do you think, Tyler?
Well, it's both early in the game and in the season opening tournament here. But I really liked what I've seen from Miami Azul as they come again with another great attack. They're on the wing, looking for the cross there on the far wing. But we saw lots of pressure at the beginning of the game from him. I think they'll get one back here within the next 15 minutes.
Let's hope for Miami's sake. Towards as these players, they do get fatigued early. Progression hasn't helped. There's a lot of players that have very low stamina. So we want to make Miami, I want to make sure you want to get that goal back fast and not late in the game.
Ooh.
Possession of the box to take the shot and hits the post.
Ooh, crossbar from Art. Crossbar.
I think Art might be playing 3-post this game.
Yeah, we'll find out. That was a good effort, though, from Art. Robo has got the ball. Robo, by the way, had that great through ball to Freddie off of that first goal.
Tries to set up another nice pass over to Nelson. Eagle, while we have a little lull in the action, why don't you give the viewers at home an idea of how this cup is going to work?
Yeah, so there are 6 teams in the Simulation Soccer Federation currently, and it's beta season, right? We're not considering this season 1. We're considering this a beta because we want to make sure the product is fantastic before going officially live. So this cup has got 2 groups, 3 teams in each. Group A is Miami Azul, Knox City, and Hearts of Maple. Group B is Bossier City, FC Detroit, and Fort Ontario Defenders. Everybody plays each other in the group play. So there'll be 2 games for each team in the group, a home and away leg, and the top seed, the winner of the group goes gets a bye in tomorrow's knockout round. So tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the knockout round starts for this and then to the final tomorrow. It will be tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Here live on Twitch. We're just trying to work around the NFL, to be completely honest, as we start up. A little talking to right there.
And right here, you can see some of that aggressiveness coming into play. He almost got a card. And what happens if you get sent off in the Simulation Soccer Federation?
There is repercussions for getting sent off, right? I mean, your team first. Hold on, I want to watch this free kick from Brian Craven first. See what he does with it. Oh, he doesn't go for glory. He doesn't go for glory. Kind of disappointing there. There are repercussions. If you get 2 yellows or a straight red card and get sent off, there's a suspension for the next game. And what we mean by suspension is you won't be able to start the next game. So these teams all have some AI players on the bench. So the AI player would have to start the next game, and you're just hurting your team by getting sent off.
And also, with that being said, if a player were to get an immediate red card without getting 2 yellow cards first, that person would be removed from the game, and their position would not be fillable. Which means that they would play a man down.
Yeah, no fun on that. You don't want to screw your team over, to be completely honest. But yeah, we're trying to take some sort of realistic approach here in the Simulation Soccer Federation. As you guys know, I mean, one of our hashtags is kicking it from home. So offsides there from Kyoto Soto. Straight a little bit. Yeah. Oh, look, that's
hands offsides. Man, that's close.
That's an R. That's like he's offsides by just pointing. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Also, with the Simulation Soccer Federation, there is no VAR. There is no video assistant referee. So what the call is on the field stands.
Well, that was an ambitious ball forward.
Yeah, McCool with a nice clear out. Nelson Lozano wins that one back. I mean, right now, Knox City is doing a great job with their setup. Oh, offsides. Miami kind of I'm getting the feeling Miami got punched in the throat a little bit after that goal. What do you think, Tyler?
I think they did a little bit. They're trying to stick with their game plan. If you can already tell what the two teams are more so favoring. Miami's trying to use the wings a little bit more, try to get crosses fed into the box, while as Knox City are trying to go more tiki-taka, quick, short little passes up the middle. And it worked. It's already worked once for Knox City. Let's see if this wing play can get Miami Azul on the board here.
Yeah, I mean, their offense right now is flowing through Art Vandelay, who's been doing great. He hit the crossbar earlier on in the half. I mean, James Troll's got the ball here. Hollywood Mason, what are they going to do with it? Oh, he's offsides, right? He's got to be offsides.
No, he wasn't offside. He was on. Oh, no, he was. Oh, wow.
Got to be offsides. Yeah.
Come on, give it to him, ref. Let him play.
He even knew he was offsides. He didn't put any enthusiasm behind that shot attempt.
Disappointing right there. Look at Albert Begins already ran 91 meters in this game. I know that's a lot for 40 minutes into the game right now.
Well, you look at the stamina gauges between Miami and Knox City, and it is definitely in favor of Knox City. Dave Access, he's almost got a full bar of stamina still. Nacho takes that beautiful shot from the top, and he's still got a quarter stamina too.
Good save. Yeah, I mean, Dave Access has got a full bar because he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, Dave just likes to sit and watch. That is true.
Yep. I mean, it happens, unfortunately.
It's a key recovery by the defender after the shot, too, because if he hadn't recovered that, they would have had a corner.
No, it was good. Yeah, great save, though, from McCool right there. Makes up for his earlier mistake, I think, coming off the line a little suspicious from that first goal.
It's almost like Miami let their adrenaline get the best of them in the first half. I think you're going to see them settle down a little bit, fall into their groove in the second half, and I think they're going to look to aim to pull ahead.
No, I agree. Gunny's got the ball. Gunny is the captain for Miami Azul, holding that back line. He's going to be pissed at his defense and at himself for that first goal.
The man,
ball.
Dave
It's a
Access, with a
turnover.
chip. Oh my God, the chips are real.
Another chip.
The
put in by
chips
Dave
are
Access.
real.
Get the
Dave
dip
Access was
out.
just conserving that stamina for that moment right there.
And breaking it down.
And of course, a diva has a terrible goal celebration.
Well, there's the old saying: "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me," and the other way around. But at the same time, that's 2 goals coming from chips, and you have to do better as a keeper. You have to realize that that it's been happened to you once, and if you come out and he did a better job of coming out and trying to stop Dave Axis short, but Axis had enough power on that chip to get it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I'm just again, you would think McCool with his goalkeeper awareness is definitely going to be an area of training in this week's progression for them. Knox City definitely drop kicked Miami here in this first half right now, up 2-0 going into halftime.
And I think one of the issues we're seeing right here in the first half is Miami's midfielders are just not controlling possession well enough. They're turning it over in the second third, which is leading to fast breaks in the final third for Knox.
Yeah, as you
Look at
see
3
right now,
shots.
as you see right now, in the possession is clearly in Miami's favor, right? But Knox City is definitely converting their chances. 3 shots on target, 2 of them have been in the back of the net. Miami, though, is controlling the passing game. I just feel like Knox City is sitting back, waiting for their counterattack opportunities, and are fully taking advantage of that. What do you think with that one, Tyler? Tyler's muted. Sorry about that.
There we
We're
go.
gonna kick off the second half. Knox City's going to start out with the ball. They're going to be going left to right in the striped orange and white kits with the white bottoms and white socks. And Miami Azul is going to be going right to left with the baby blue and black Goodyear tire stripes and baby blue socks and shorts. Sully Richardson bringing the ball up. Kyoto Soto. What do you got to say right now? If, like, Greg Soto, manager, what do you say to your team at halftime, Winkler?
Honestly, if it's me, I'm saying, what the hell is going on out there? We've controlled the game. We're trying to make it ours, and we're not getting the shots, and we're not getting the quality. And something's got to change. Otherwise, they're looking to go down 4-0 by the end of this game.
Yeah, I'm hoping they get something back. Oh, there's a corner here. That's a good start for Miami early in this second half. Let's see if they can convert on this opportunity on this set piece. Ooh. Just wide. It's good effort. Good effort there for Miami. And I believe is that
I think that was Art, right?
Art? Yeah, it was Art. I mean, they've all got gray hair. It's kind of tough to tell.
They're the old team, and maybe that's the issue. They're too old for the pitch.
Thomas, if you were Greg, what would you be saying to your team at halftime?
At halftime, I just tell these guys the game's only halfway over. We still got a lot of time. We're here at home. Got to play with all our hearts and make sure we're attacking as hard as we can in that front third.
Nice. Now back in Hollywood Mason, the Craven. Albert begin. He's got the ball out left. Is he going to swing the ball in? Or is he going to play a pass right back to Sully, which is a smart play? Too many touches, I think, in my opinion, right there.
And you can see Knox is stacking that box, trying to make it so there's no openings.
Yeah. I agree with that, Logan. Goal kick to Knox City.
They're gonna have to start firing from range, and nobody wants to pull that trigger.
No, I mean, Art went for glory and Art hit the post, which that's what you got to do. You got to take your chances, right? Oh, come on, Greg. Nope. Balds on balds, it looks like here. Robo's got the ball. Let's see if he can do another great pass. Levant Mercier out in the right back position, out to Nelson Lozano. Looks like Nelson Lozano didn't really get much of the ball in the first half. Let's see if he can get more involved in the second half. Nate Bauer's got the ball in the back line. He's partnered with Gunny. Nate kind of was a little bit at fault in that first goal. It seemed like that he let Freddie run through unmarked and couldn't catch up to him. I mean, you're going to see this right now early in this Simulation Soccer Federation. Mistakes will get punished, especially in defense in the back line, depending on how your progression rolls happen. Right, Wink?
Horrible turnover right there.
That is very true. Sometimes progression just isn't on your side, and sometimes it is. Miami, I believe, is the lowest progressed team this week, with Knox City being the second most progressed. And I don't know if you're seeing the difference out here in that or the game plans, but they are definitely, Knox City is definitely putting their progression to use.
Yeah, actually, progression-wise this week, Hearts of Maple was actually second, because I know that. Knox City was third with it, which is fantastic. It's great. We're going to be seeing Hearts of Maple in the next match against Miami Azul. So Miami's going to play their first 2 games of the tournament back-to-back. Ace Phoenix got the ball, playing it back to Rosca. Rosca clears it out, puts a 50-50 ball up. Kind of poor, a little bit. Adam Williams controls it. Out to Mercier, to Lozano, back to Mercier. Knox City, all they need to do really is keep possession, right, Tyler, right now?
Yeah, they're doing a lot with counterattacking, tiki-taka, trying to wear down the defense, and it's done wonders for them here across in, but just going to hit a defender's leg and go right to the keeper.
Yes. So the other thing, too, about what we're trying to do in the Simulation Soccer Federation is after this game, as we're 63 minutes in, we won't be shutting the stream down and starting a new game. We're going to be doing all of the games back to back today. And then in between Group A and Group B, Thomas, who's on the broadcast with us, is going to have an episode of his new show, The Station. So we want to make sure we turn into that in between Group A and Group B action tonight. Thomas,
here.
Yeah, Thomas, you want to talk about The Station for a short time?
So everybody that hasn't watched The Station before, it's a new show that I've launched that runs similar to how ESPN does Around the Horn. On a normal episode, we're usually going to be doing a 30-minute competition where usually anywhere from 4 to 6 different panelists compete and offer their takes on different things going on in the sporting world, whether that be simulation sports, real sports, or just other miscellaneous topics. For the first show last week, we had Winkler, Eagle, Tyler, and I'm drawing a blank. Who was the fourth person?
Just the 3 of us.
That's right. It was just the 3 of you guys. And we had the 3 on, and Winkler ended up winning the competition at the end there in a closely fought battle.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
give it up for the defenders. Woo-hoo!
But at the end of the competition, they get 60 seconds just going kind of like a rant about anything they want to. And Winkler used that time to give some props to the Florida Gators football team. So it's an interesting show. Usually the first 5 to 10 minutes is just an interlude kind of to introduce everybody and maybe cover a topic or two. For the interlude last week, we had Eagle and Winkler introduce the Simulation Soccer Federation a little bit. For the episode that's going to be happening tonight, we will not be doing the competition. We are just going to discuss the Group A games. We're going to talk about the SSF a little bit. I'm going to ask these guys just to kind of detail a little bit the changes that have been happening in the league over the last week, just so they can explain it to you guys in person on the show. Maybe try and answer some questions out of the chat and see what we can do and what we can make happen with the show.
Yeah, thank you for that, Thomas. You gave me a minute to drink my beer. During that time, Miami Azul made a substitution at the attacking line. They brought Nicholas Bello on, and Kyoto Soto has been withdrawn from the game.
Dangerous pass here.
Ooh, poor cross, right? Right, Tyler?
Was that a cross or a shot? Because I that almost went in.
Yeah, it's. I mean, either or. Still, if it was a shot, okay. If it was a cross, poor.
I'll have to say though, the attack on the wing is starting to see some progress here. Before the cross, that was a very nice through ball, but we'll have to see if they can get one here as time dwindles away.
Yeah, it's getting tough. We we just hit the 76 minutes. We're in the last part of this match, and it's like Miami needs to do something right now. And it's Knox City is holding them pretty well off right now. It's just Begin's got the ball playing around with it too much. He needs to get that ball up the field. They need to go all out attack right now, I think, in this last part of the game to try to at least get one back to put the pressure on Knox City. Because right now, Knox City's playing a little relaxed.
They've been all out attack for almost the entire second half now.
Well, that's not good stamina-wise. That it's gonna come back and bite them later in this half, towards the end, which we're in now, as you can see with Hollywood Mason, James Troll. They're all about dead. Robo's dead. Looks like some of the Knox City guys are controlling their stamina a little bit. Freddie is absolutely spent. Oh, what a ball, though. What a ball and a better tackle. Fantastic tackle there in the back line.
Got access with a tricky back heel.
Freddie. Get Freddie a sub. He's spent. Come on, Dave. Nacho with the ball. He's gonna keep possession pretty close to him. Not really put Freddie in an awkward position there with the ball. Good cross out by Sully out wide. Mason's got the ball, clear space to run, and kind of poor decision. Poor decision right there. Thomas, what do you think so far about this first game in the Simulation Soccer Federation?
Honestly, it's a little bit shocking to me. I did not expect to see the first home team of the competition lose, and especially currently getting shut out. This is not what I expected to see as strongly as we saw home field advantage affecting in most of our simulations. Even despite the little bit of disparity in progression, I honestly expected a much closer game than what we're seeing right now. Miami just looks frantic, and it looks like they can't get anything under control on offense.
No, it looks like they're a little bit withered, right? Carlos Herrera is on for Art Vandelay in the midfield of Miami. David Drew is on, and Nacho Sicario has been withdrawn. Robadinho has been withdrawn, and Bryant Zachary is on for Knox City for this last part of this game. Also, for people in the chats, if you have questions for Winkler, myself, or maybe some commentary, just ask it. Just ask, and I'll try to answer it as I'm looking at the chat throughout the game. And yes, Dougie, home field advantage kind of matters, but Simulation Soccer Federation, we have no sliders. They're all in game, and we can't change them at all. And Dynasty wants to know, Wink, how's your water main?
It sounds like the girlfriend was just doing the dishes, so it's back up and running, so that's good. Now I can actually go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be, boiled up at all. Oh, good ball in. See, that's, McCool with a clean catch right there. Out. They got to get this attack. They need to get one goal. Logan.
Approaching the final 2 minutes of regular time.
Yeah,
we got to see something here from Miami.
I feel like it's a little too late. Tyler, what do you think right now for Miami?
Crazier things have happened in football, and that's what makes it the beautiful game. We'll see what happens. Their wing attack has been pretty dominant. Not sure I wouldn't say pretty dominant, but pretty successful here late.
I believe it was in one of our sims of Detroit versus the Fort Ontario Defenders. The Defenders scored, what was it, like 2 goals in the final 5 minutes or so to tie it up and send it to penalties? Something crazy like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've seen crazier stuff.
Yeah, and there's the final whistle right there. Green shirt ref, he doesn't have a name yet. Blows the whistle. Knox City wins the first game of the Federation Cup 2-0.
And that's a hard-earned 3 points right there for Knox City.
Now, can you tell us why the goals matter in this tournament for group stage?
Yeah, so group stage goals matter, right? So between the winner of Group A and Group B, whoever has the better goal differential will have the number 1 seed going into the knockout round tomorrow, which means you will be the home team for all the games tomorrow. If it's a tie with goal differential, it goes to goals scored. So we want to make sure. So we're going to have, you want to score those goals and you want to not concede any goals to make sure you get that number 1 seed in tomorrow's knockout round.
Now, I gotta ask the panel: are you surprised by this result? Because I am shocked.
I'm completely shocked. I honestly thought Knox City was going to go winless in this, and seeing this happen, winning away against Miami, a team that I know has been vicariously preparing for this, it really surprised me to see this.
Now, the question that I'd go to is it better preparation from Knox City pulling off the upset, or is it worse preparation from Miami?
I'm gonna split that one, right? Because it's tough, right? When we're doing preseason friendlies, not everybody has the most up-to-date rosters with progression. Most teams were simming with 40 overall on every stat, for example, right? So I'm gonna say it's a little bit of both, but it's definitely a learning experience if you're Miami to go on to game 2, which is
I'm
next.
gonna have to agree with you on that.
And I'm gonna chime in a little bit too. I've probably done over 100 sims. I'm not sure how many Thomas has done, but I'm gonna assume it's around the same bit. And I've never seen one chip goal in a game, let alone 2.
I haven't either. I don't know how that happened twice.
It's honestly just astonishing right now.
It's funny you say that though, because I definitely have seen chip goals. Over the time, definitely have throughout doing the 100-ish shims that I've done as well. I've definitely seen chip goals.
Also, congratulations to Freddie for winning man of the match.
Fab Freddy.
Who is also, I believe, the manager and deserves every ounce of credit. So don't send any to Dave's way. Send it straight to Freddie.
Yeah, that's true. Dave is not the manager over there. It is 100% Freddie. Forgot about that. Man, who's ready for match 2 almost? We're going to take, in between matches, we're going to take a 3-minute break. We've got a song or something. Winkler put a song out, so I can go get another beer, basically.
Mixtape.
And we can have
Word
that.
of caution: your devices might catch on fire.
I have a song. Do I have a song?
I don't know. I pick songs.
Do I have
no
a song?
I mean, unless they want to hear us talk.
We could talk about Notre Dame at Boston College right now.
You guys talk about whatever you want. I'll set up the next game.
Yeah,
Eagle, why don't you go get your water? Take a break.
I'm gonna get my adult water. I'll be right back.
Your adult water. What do you think, Tyler? What do you think of the first game?
I think it was just a contrast of game planning, in my opinion. We're going back to the earlier comment. Knox City just had a very effective tiki-taka, counter-attacking style football that cut through the wide wing play of Miami Azul. I think that's what ultimately won the game.
Four attacking midfielders? Wow. His previous formation, he had 4 attacking midfielders.
Who? This was not his
Miami.
previous formation. This was his previous formation.
Oh, okay. So he was running a 4-5-1.
This is his
That's
formation.
a weird offset.
You're gonna see a new formation for AC Miami in this game, and we're gonna see if it works.
Did you happen to take a look at the conditioning after the end of the first game?
I did not. You can't look at it at
Okay.
the end. You have to look at it at the beginning.
Oh, okay. So it'll remain anonymous. Or I have to guess that Knox City definitely had way better conditioning just with the way that game ended.
I would guess so. I mean, you saw some 4-0s or 4-5s from Miami out of there, and it's They were just in bad form that game, that match. So we play tonight. Looking at that game there, are you as confident as you were going in, or are you a little bit more skeptical?
Who's that question to?
That's to you, my
To me?
other owner
I'm still
friend,
pretty
Mr.
confident.
Thomas.
I'm still pretty confident. I think it's definitely going to be more closely contested than what I expect. But now seeing, honestly, I thought our matchup against Bossier City might have been a little bit easier. Obviously, them playing Fort Ontario, but now looking at Knox City upsetting Miami like that, granted, most people wouldn't look at it like an upset, but I do just because of the differences in preparation. But it just shocked me so much that it makes me think like, oh crap, man, we definitely got to take everyone seriously in this. It's not all about the preparation. The conditioning comes into effect. The progressions come into effect, and there's so many factors that it's a game to game basis on what's going to happen.
It's definitely something that you have to prepare for all angles, and it's tough to do. I'm not sure. So when I prepare, I purposely put our team's condition down and the other team's condition up. I'm not sure if that's going to help or hurt because I don't know what the game plan looks like if we're up on conditioning, if it actually holds or not. But it's an interesting strategy, and there's so much intricacies in this game and in this league that shaking it, you're going to see some weird things happen, I think, in the first couple weeks, and then you're going to see some evening out, and I think you'll see the teams that are good, they're going to shine.
And another big question coming back to that is what happened to home field advantage in that first game? It seemed almost non-existent.
It did. It really did. And I think that might come down to game plan. You saw Miami on the attack a lot on the attack. They were attacking. Their coach was having them in all-out attack for, I want to say, 3/4 of that game, including the beginning when it was 0-0. And I think that it just drained their stamina, and Knox City capitalized on the stamina. They weathered the attacks, and they picked their shots down the field early. They didn't have many, but the ones they did, they made them count.
And that excellent defending game plan as well. We saw Knox stacking the box. I think at one point we were seeing anywhere from 8 to 10 people, including the goalie, in the box at any given time. So his game plan was to pull all of his defenders and most of his midfielders, maybe even a couple wingers back to have some superior defending in any situation that might come up.
And I'm back. Thank you.
All right, well, let's get to kick off. You want to say anything to your Hearts of Maple out there before we hit the go?
I'm just hoping they drank a lot of maple syrup to get a lot of energy and a lot of sugar in their body, as long as they didn't drink too much where they're going to pass out at halftime.
You got to chug it like they do in Super Troopers.
Oh, that's the only way. No, that's the only way to chug it. Yeah. Ooh. Nope. I'm excited to get this going. You know, as I see Tony Roberto right there. Yes, let's fucking go. Hearts of Maple. Let's go. Oh, and Swole's there. See, look it. Love it. Hearts of Maple is going to be at home in the second match against AC Miami. Let's hope there was enough time for AC Miami to switch and like recover from that first game. As you can see, Captain Zeus Williams, he's a beast out there. Hearts of Maple with their marble jerseys, white with gold marble in there. What are you hoping for this game, Thomas? Oh, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. Sorry about that. Hearts of Maple is going to come out in a 4-3-3 formation. Tom Welsh and Hogan O'Connor are on the wings. Mondavi is leading the line. Maradonis and Martinez and Tony Roberto are in the midfield. AC Miami Azul is also coming out in a 4-3-3 formation. Finn McCool, let's hope he can get better from last match. Giotto Soto, let's hope that he can finish a goal in this match. Going back to Thomas, I'm sorry about that. Keys to victory for Miami in this game.
victory for Miami in this game is definitely going to be to do what they could not do last game. Get more shots on target, get more pressure in the box, be more efficient in their passing in the front half, and definitely, so I think, give their goalkeeper more support so they don't have as many breakaways end up in chip shot goals like what we saw last game.
Yeah, I mean, right away, high press for Hearts. McCool kicks the ball straight out of bounds. Martinez out to Welsh, gives that ball away, though. Tyler, if you're Hearts of Maple, what are you telling your team in this game to come out on top?
Well, the middle of Miami looked a little soft last game, but here comes Miami. No, close, but no cigar there. But if you are the Hearts of Maple, you have to look at what Knox City did. Attack that center as more often than not, and it looks like that high pressure line should get them the ball back more times often than not.
Yeah, and I like how we're talking as Winkler walked away to go to the bathroom really quick, and he left the graphic on. And I unfortunately cannot pause the feed on that one. So we're going to I just called him, so hopefully he'll come back right away. So again, we apologize. Guess what? It's a beta season, right? So just listen to us like
you gotta go.
Like the radio, right? So we're just going to pretend that this is a video radio with the ball. Gerald Smith with a clearance out. To no one, actually, to Brian Craven that clears the ball. McGuire's got it in the center, passes it out to Sully out in the left wing area, to Craven back in the middle, out to Hollywood Mason.
Miami's pushing up into that final third. They're on the right wing, maybe looking for a cross, but they played it in.
Working the ball on the box, chip into the box, is headed away just outside the box on the near side of the field. That one is going to be cleared out, but right to a Miami player. And Miami's, again, putting pressure on that Hearts of Maple defensive line.
Yeah, I'm hoping Winkler will come back here in a minute. We're sorry about this, but as we learn, live and learn and everything like that. Tom Welsh has got the ball.
Wow, I'm terrible.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
I apologize. The girlfriend needed help with laundry. I had to go bring it downstairs.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience, guys. I'm sorry.
No goals happen. No harm.
It's back to the gulag with you.
Back to the gulag.
Yeah.
Fire him. Fire him from his position.
Yes. Winkler has a non-paid position, so let's fire him. Let's do it.
At least a reduction in pay.
Yeah. No,
I'll give you $5 for me to take his position. There you go.
I will give you 10 to
okay.
recruit him for my position.
5's all I got. So you.
Oh no! I'm giving them 10 to take you.
$3
to take me. Oh, okay. So they're 15 up right now. We're winning.
Well, I'm gonna pass on the $15. Seems shady.
Do you know
I could make a character with $15.
Do you know what the best part of Christmas is?
No, I don't.
Reese's peanut butter trees.
I'd have to agree with you there. The pumpkins just aren't as good as the trees, and the eggs also don't compare to the trees.
Nope. Terrible ball.
The eggs are a close second for me, but the trees are definitely the best.
100%.
Terrible ball out there by Maradonas. Again, I'm going to jump in for 1 second. So as you're watching this Simulation Soccer Federation, this is Hearts of Maple going left to right in the white and gold jerseys, and AC Miami Azul with the blue and black going right to left. This is Eagle Mondavi on the mic. Garrett Winkler, Logan Peel, Thomas Smith, and Tyler Faulkner are also here with me, just having some fun, because this is how we do commentary here in the Simulation Soccer Federation. We just, nice laid-back approach on everything. Wink, again, screwed up on the first, 10 minutes of this game, so we apologize on that. So, good job, Wink.
100%. It won't happen again, although it might. But it won't.
It won't happen until it happens.
Well, unfortunately for for the viewers, as we don't get to see the Twitch stream. So we see what Wink is streaming to us, and we do not see any of the graphics. So again, we apologize for that. Art Vandalay with the middle to Kyoto Soto. Zeus Williams, he is a big boy.
Somebody needs to throw a flag at that man and give Miami their penalty kick, because that, my friend, was bullying.
Flag?
Card, flag, tomato. You throw something at the man.
Well,
Maybe a water bottle.
Yeah. No, also, I just, in the chat, I also linked our Discord. And again, we are currently full on players right now, but I started a waiting list as players maybe drop, or if we add more teams. I just want to keep people involved.
Oh, what a chance.
Oh.
Just so everybody knows, too, if you join and you're on that waiting list, it's not like there's not going to be anything for you to do. You can earn progression while you're on that waiting list, start building your character, and start learning more about the league and getting involved.
Yeah, and learn about how it's very difficult to build a league. So we built a soccer league out of respect for the Simulation Football League. I wasn't doing football, and out of respect for the Big Head Baseball, I wasn't doing baseball. So we found this game, and I think we found ourselves a gem. Wink, what do you think?
I would like to be able to control sliders a little bit more, but I mean, this is pretty good. It's got nice graphics. The progression system that we were able to put together with all the attributes in the game is pretty in depth. We scaled it back a little bit after some conversations with the owners, saying that we were crazy and we were asking too much. And as much as I don't want to say I agree,
Oh, I agree. I mean, as much as I don't want to agree either, I agree.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how people progress. It's going to be interesting when people get in the gold and platinum tiers, when there's regression involved with progression as well. I think we have a shot at something great here, and I'm hoping to reach that potential.
Yep. Oh, Maradonis with the ball in to no one. I mean, this right now, it's a little bit of a mess, back and forth. No one's really controlled possession very well. Miami Azul did hit the post on again. You know, they haven't converted their chances at all. If you're Miami, I feel like you got to take full advantage of those chances when you get them. So you never know if they're going to come again. Tyler, how do you think so far the first 29 minutes of this match has gone?
I think both teams have played to their game plan, and both teams have played a very slow, methodical game plan. And for right now, I think I'm liking what I'm seeing from Miami Azul. They've had more of the attacking opportunities, in my opinion, but they've just been unlucky.
Yeah, it was a great turn right there by Tom Welsh. Slows the ball though right down, and then Cairo Martinez gives the ball right away. Unfortunate right there for Hearts of Maple. Tony Roberto with the ball up, nothing. Also, if people are aware, games in the Simulation Soccer Federation, even in the regular season, do not end in draws. We go to penalties, straight to penalties, no extra time. Just so you're well aware of that rule. We want winners in the Simulation Soccer Federation. Ooh, that's a bad giveaway. Bad pass.
Also, I just put it in chat, but I wanted to share with you guys. We have 48 different archetypes scattered throughout the positions for you guys to pick from. So there's lots of options, lots of ways to build your characters, and lots of ways for you guys to be you out on the pitch.
Yeah, I built all 48 of those archetypes. That sucked. That was tough. Oh, Maradonis, good save.
Oh, defense with the recovery that could have ended badly.
Good save. Clearance maybe could have been a little bit better out to the outside of his post, but good reactional save right there from Finn McCool. Oh, Martinez.
Just under the goalkeeper.
Oh.
Cairo Martinez.
Woo. Takes a deflection off the defender. Finn McCool, ankles and knees broken. No chance right there with the quick deflection. Hearts of Maple goes up 1-0 here with that goal from Pyro Martinez.
I think it was the right move for the defender to try and get in front of that. Unfortunately, that took a Hearts of Maple bounce and just snuck right under the keeper.
Yeah. Oh, what a goal though! What a finish! I'm happy as a manager. I can't be just fantastic. Let's go. 37 minutes in to this game.
Let's go,
Martinez,
Miami. Come on, you got
everybody.
this.
I was
Everybody
waiting
wants
for Eagle to explode with like a Tom Brady. Let's go.
Oh.
That'll be me tonight.
Tyler, do you think Finn McCool could have done anything different there to help block that shot at all?
Well, I just think he was a little bit more unlucky with that deflection. I think this has been the story of the game for Miami today. Unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you on that one. I would say that one, not really a mistake on McCool's part, but definitely the 2 goals conceded in the first game were a little bit lazy off his line to get chipped. Mondavi, what's he going to do with it? He's going to turn. Nope, he's going to lose the ball to old man wizard Brian Craven.
Miami's looking for counterattacking opportunities, but it looks like Hearts of Maple kept 4 defenders back and slowed that down.
Miami's finding the alleys though with these passes. They don't have the speed right now to catch up to the balls. So like some of these passes, they look beautiful. It's just there's nobody there on the receiving end because they're not fast enough to get out.
Oh, Coco, that's fucking hilarious. That's great. That's great, Coco. A game plan where Martinez scores. That's fantastic.
Oh, what a feed and this huge save. What a save.
Gerald Smith comes up huge with his Scott Sterling impression, and that's all he wants. He wants to save the ball with his face all season long. Oh, Maradona.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Scott Sterling. No, yeah, I'm happy. It's a great save, though. Gerald's been kind of, bored back there so far. 45 minutes into this game, we're coming up to halftime, and that was the first time he was tested all game. Thomas, how do you feel Hearts of Maple played so far in this first half?
I think Hearts of Maple's playing a good offensive game, playing good possession. I think if they can keep this up in the second half, we could see a similar result to how Knox City played out last game. Just keeping possession, being efficient, and finishing their chances. Hearts of Maple's playing really well in front of their home fans.
Nice. And Logan, I'm going to have you come in. Now, for AC Miami Azul, they've been down twice now at halftime. If you're Greg Soto, what are you doing? Are you throwing your chair at your players? What are you doing?
Oh, man, I don't know if I'm Bobby Knighting it, but I'm definitely lighting a fire under their asses. I'm going to try to motivate them as best as I can. 1 goal, and this thing is 0-0 again. So I'm telling them that. I'm explaining to them to see better passes, to see better possession. As you can see, the possession's rather even, but I think if Azul could hold a little bit more possession and get a little bit more opportunity with the shots, we could see a difference and maybe see this zeroed out going in.
Yeah, so what I see in the first half stats, right, is this game is split right down the middle. The only thing that's different right now is Hearts of Maple have converted their shots on target while AC Miami Azul has not. AC Miami Azul has more passes and more successful passes. They've got more interceptions. They've got more crosses. So Hearts is definitely keeping this game close. 45 minutes more to see for Game 2 of this Group A action here in the Simulation Soccer Federation.
And with that said, let's start the second half. The one thing I do want to mention going to the second half, I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but you can see it here. Look at the stamina gauges on the Azul versus the Hearts of Maple. Hearts of Maple did a lot of running, a lot more running than Miami did. And I think that's going to come into play here 10, 15 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, we'll find out. Miami Azul probably did a little bit more conditioning training this week in their progression training models, but I have all faith in my game plan and what I have set up at Hearts of Maple to make us successful here in this beta season. As I say that, Hans Carl Mueller gives the ball straight away, right out of bounds.
I do like what I'm seeing of the Hearts of Maple channeling the German national team, what it looks like.
Yeah, we've got some fun, Hans Mueller, he's one of my best friends in real life, and I'm excited to have him. This is his first ever simulation league, so I'm trying to open him up to this world. I'm hoping to get him in to a few others, so let's hope that that's successful. Tony Roberto passes it up. Gives the ball away right there. Not a great pass from Tony, holding the midfield up. Tyler, if you're Hearts of Maple manager, if you were me at halftime, what are you telling Mike?
I'm telling them, keep doing what you're doing, lads. You're obviously one goal up, so can't have any complacency. But keep pressure on Miami Azul. Keep pressure, and keep winning the ball back, and more good things will happen.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you on that. Back out. I'm going to interrupt. Jack, yes, second striker is a position. It just depends on if the manager uses it or not. Going back out, Mueller. Martinez with the ball. Martinez has got the only goal of this match in the 37th minute. Maradonis gives the ball away with a bad touch out to Sully. Sully's kind of been out on his own out on the left side. No real support other than Albert Begin. Is Art Vanderleg, Greg Soder, are they going to get over there to that left side and help him, Thomas?
We could definitely see some help getting out there for sure. I think, like Winkler said, the stamina is going to play a big part in this game. There's still 35 minutes left. It's anybody's game. We've only seen one goal scored and mostly equal chances. It's just Hearts of Maple is getting their shots on target, whereas Miami is missing the net a little bit.
Ooh, that's a good ball. Is he onside? Sully, what's he going to do with it? He's going to slow down. He's going to finish. Good save. Good save from Gerald Smith. Wink. Actually, we'll go to Wink on this one. Good shot or better save?
Better save.
Better save.
I mean, looking at that replay, hold on. I mean, Sully he put it right to him. He didn't make the goalie move. You got to get a little bit more movement on those balls. But here we go. Ooh. Oh, Art, you got to use that head better.
Yeah, I agree. Turn and go out with it, Hogan. That's a good outlet ball. Mondavi's by himself up top. He's been by himself most of this game up top. It's a good way that's a good hold-up play right there for the little midget Eagle Mondavi. Not as short as some of the other players in the Simulation Soccer Federation. Ooh.
I almost want to say that Fort Ontario has the shortest player in the league.
Oh, it's probably Ulrich Rugen. I hope I said that right.
Ulrich Rugen.
Yeah, see, we're getting German internationals coming left and right into the scene.
Eagle puts it home. Can you fly? Can you fly, my child?
Woohoo! Boxing the center back out. No chance. Finn McCool. No chance on that. Mondavi buries it top right-hand side. Look at Coach. Coach Craven's pissed. Brian Craven is absolutely pissed right now at that defense in Miami.
I'll tell you what, though. If I'm Miami, don't hang your heads. And don't get discouraged, because tomorrow you could still win it all.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, no one is out of this tournament quite yet at all. We want to make sure that people are well aware of that. That's a beautiful finish from Mondavi, right to the right of the penalty spot, 18 yards out.
It could have been better. Just saying.
Oh, everything could be better, but
it's kind of an ugly shot, but it's whatever. Went in.
Yeah. Oh, also, that was in the 60th minute. So you're well aware, we have player going to Sully real quick. Oh, good save again by Gerald.
Now that was a great save. That was a great shot, matched with a great save, and an even better pass. Wow.
Yeah, good shit. If I'm Miami right there, I am completely happy with how they just responded to that goal. Hearts of Maple needs to understand that the worst lead in soccer is actually 2-0. Thomas, do you agree with me on that statement?
I completely agree with you. I don't know how many times in Sims I've seen 2-0 leads lost. And teams get up 2-0, they get too confident, they start turning the ball over in times where you normally wouldn't. With 25, 30 minutes left in this game, Miami definitely should not hang their heads. They can get back in this. They just got to put the effort in and not turn the ball over.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you that 2-0 is like the worst scoreline in any sports. You know, players, at least for individual point scoring goals. Oh, who's off? Tom Welsh is coming off. Taz von Wolfswinkel is coming on to replace him. It's good. Tyler, what do you think of Tom's performance in this match?
Fairly strong performance for a debut. Looking forward to some more promising football from him next game.
Yeah,
would you call Tom's performance dynamite?
No. He's got to score to get to be dynamite. But overall, I think it was a great performance from Tom Welsh. With that Hogan O'Connor, Taz von Wolfswinkel. Look at that ball. Is it going to get through? It is going to get through. Just too much, though. Not enough. Yeah, easy work there for Miami's defense to get him back, win that ball back. Man, I'm excited right now. I either want my Hearts to get a third goal or I want Miami to score, so it takes a little bit of pressure off this 2-0 lead, in my opinion. Logan, how do you think this second half has gone so far?
I mean, we've seen a lot of opportunities from AC Miami. Just excellent defending from the goalkeeper back there for the Hearts of Maple. Really gonna have to give him a lot of credit. He might not win man of the match because he's not scoring, but he's definitely gonna be number one in our hearts after this.
Oh yeah, Gerald's number one in my heart, definitely. I mean, unfortunately,
we're seeing unrelenting attack from Hearts of Maple too. They're just pounding. You know, they had a little bit more possession. It's still rather even, but they have a little bit more, and that's really what the difference is right now.
No, and as we're coming up to the 69th minute here, I just want to hit on one thing real quick. The Simulation Soccer Federation has player achievements that you can unlock in-game to add for more stats. Anytime during the season, if a player scores in the 69th minute, he gets points to add to his player. Some other ones right now are the first red card in the league gets plus 10 on aggression added to their player.
Speaking of, almost.
Speaking of, look at Taz von Wolfswinkel. Oh, James Troll just gets him from behind. Ooh. Kind of not a nasty challenge, but definitely a foul there.
No, but you don't want to get people behind in soccer.
No. And it looks like Miami's pulled Sully off, and Nicholas Bello has come on for Sully out in the left wing. We'll see what Bello can do this time. Wink, what do you think of Sully's performance in this match?
I'm surprised he doesn't have 2 goals. He's the only one that is looking to shoot with confidence right now, and I think that Miami just needs to let it rip like he was. You can't score goals if you don't take shots, and they're just trying to get too close to the box, and they're not taking some of the opportunities that are falling to them.
No, I agree with you on that. I'm going to answer a question from Tony in the chat. If you get a red card, do you not play the next game? Yes and no. You're not allowed to start the next game. So you'll start the game on the bench. So it's up to your manager if he wants to put you in the next game. But you definitely take a one-match start ban is what we're calling it. Oh, that's
goal for Miami off the rebound.
Oh, that's poor.
Ace showing that in front of the goal awareness to try and rip some momentum away from the Hearts of Maple.
Damn,
just like that, we've got a 1-goal game.
Yep, that's a poor reach, poor push out from Gerald a little bit. Let's see, yeah, but
you can't really be mad at him with all the saves that he's had right now. You know, this game. He's had at least 2 to 3 crucial saves that makes it so that Hearts of Maple still holds the lead 2-1.
I don't know.
It looks like AC is going to try and make a counter and come back.
I don't know who shot the original one, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was a beautiful shot through the defender's 5-hole to win the deflection for Art's goal.
Ye old nutmeg.
I think nutmegs should be one of those things that gives you a special stat attribute boost as well. Only nutmeg goals, though.
Oh yeah, that'd be tough. Yes, it'd be nice to do something like that. As during, right off of the goal, Hearts of Maple makes a defensive switch. Hans Carl Mueller has come off for Chase Oliver, and it looked like AC Miami Azul made a sub as well.
Look at that dirty Eagle Mondavi trying to cherry pick.
Hey, if strikers aren't laying on the line of the defensive line, they're not doing their job. Just saying on that.
Oh, you gotta hit him. He's cutting, he's open, and they're just waiting too long to hit the open man.
Oh, what was he doing with that ball?
And we're seeing Hearts and Maple also stack the box similar to what Knox did, and I think that's what's giving Miami such a tough go of it. We're seeing only the strikers stay out of the box on defense, so we're seeing 10 people back, including the goalie.
Yeah, no, definitely back behind the ball. It was Carlos Herrera who came on for, I believe, Kyoto Soto for Miami for the last 15 minutes of this game.
Hey,
to go back.
Look at the stamina difference in these teams right now. I think this is starting to catch up with the Hearts right now.
Well, we'll find out. I kind of agree with you on that one a little bit. And everything. It just depends on where we're going to go with it. Oh, Zeus Williams, good ball out right there. I mean, Hearts has still got they can still make one sub. They've got a midfielder on their bench. Eagles' daughter, Elsie Mondavi's ready to make her first team appearance.
And why you would throw your newborn baby out with a bunch of grown men trying to just take people's heads off is beyond me, but man, she is tough.
Look at the pressure right now being applied by Miami Azul. The pressure has really ramped up here late in the game, trying to get the equalizer.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with you on that one, on Tyler. The pressure has gone up from Miami to try to potentially send this game to penalties. We're in the last 7 minutes of this game. Let's see if Hearts will be able to hold it off.
Now, if you're Miami, are you thinking it's more like a sense of desperation at this moment? Like, we got to get this win here. We got to pull something out.
No, I definitely agree. If you're Miami, you need to win this game. Unfortunately, because you lost that first game 2-0, right? So if you come back and you draw this one 2-2, you're still at a -2 goal differential. So you need to win this game in penalties. Hogan O'Connor's out on the right-hand side. Kind of punches it randomly away. Random punch.
Got Tom Krieg in the corner, playing it in.
Yep, left back, Tom Krieg. Bella's got the ball.
This is probably the final push. Oh,
and as you say that, commentary curse right there.
Oh my goodness.
Poor.
Terrible decision.
Poor. Whew. Let's see what's going to happen with Taz out here on the left.
Now let me ask you, as an owner right now and a coach, are you feeling the pressure?
Oh, of course.
You get those butterflies starting to creep up?
I had the butterflies before game 1 to make sure everything in this league went well, and we had a water main break, and we started a half hour late. So, yeah, it's a great start, right?
And then the second game, there was a weird graphic that just kept popping up for the first 10 minutes. What the hell is that?
I mean, we're a mess here in the simulations in the SSF.
2 added minutes. Let's see if Miami can get that ball back.
Just hold that ball up, man. Chase Oliver over there on the right-hand side. Chase Oliver.
Maple's more than content. They kick it around in their own third.
Patrick. I got to ask Patrick how to pronounce his last name.
Miami's getting one final push here.
Who is they going to get it? Nope. Patrick Zandovich, I think. That's how I'm going to pronounce his name back there. I'm going to butcher it, but it's fine.
You're letting it play out.
Ooh, come on. Step.
Turnover here would end the game.
Come on. Step it. Step.
Now, we have seen a +1 minute go into the 8th minute.
Correct.
They're not going to give him the corner, though.
Did it. Oh, yes. Yes. Hearts of Maple comes out on top in their first game. 2-1 against Miami Azul. Martinez and Mondavi with goals. Vandelay gets a constellation goal. Tyler, how do you feel about that game if you're Miami Azul?
if I'm Miami after game one coming from this game, I am much happier about my offensive production and the way that they bounced back late in the game. You have to feel like they could have gotten this game could have easily gone 3-2, 4-2 to Miami, but it just wasn't to be. Lots of unlucky shots hit off the post, off defenders. Full credit to Hearts of Maple to keeping the pressure on and coming out with the win here today.
Thomas, if you're Hearts of Maple, how are you feeling? You know, you got one more match coming up against Knox City, who won 2-0 against Miami. What are you thinking going into the next game?
I think if you're Hearts of Maple, you're taking the Bill Belichick approach to this. It's on to the next game. We're not going to underestimate our opponents, and definitely after seeing how Knox City did in that first game on the road, Hearts of Maple's not going to rest on their laurels, and they're going to try their hardest against this Knox City team.
Man, I'm just really excited that our first sim we came out on top here at Hearts of Maple. I do feel for Sully a little bit though, as you see the graphic coming across. He had his chances. That's actually that angle. Gerald with a better save, right there. Unfortunate, I think right there with that shot. And then you see Mondavi's goal, the replay, buries it, points to the crowd, goes to the corner flag, party in the corner flag. Right? Is that what we're doing here? Winkler, set up this next game for us. Hearts of Maple versus Knox City. It looks like, I believe, Knox City is going to be home, so Hearts is going to be on the road for this match.
It's going to be interesting. I know that Hearts of Maple has a new formation that they're going to try out. I'm really interested to see if Knox City's real.
Like real meaning like they're only one player real, or like what do you mean by real?
like real as in are they looking for another shutout? Do they have what it takes to really compete for this cup? Or was what they did against Miami just a fluke?
Gotcha. So if you look at the player stats in front of us, the full-time stats, to be honest, it was a 50-50 game split down the middle. Tackles and saves, Gerald had more saves than Finn McCool. Corner kicks and free kicks led to Miami Azul. It just looks like Hearts converted their chances more. Tyler, you agree with that?
I have to agree. Hearts of Maple had some quality opportunities. Eagle Mondavi's thunderous strike into the top corner. Definitely a highlight, definitely one that'll be remembered here early in the history of the SSF. But I have to give Miami Azul full credit. They played their hearts out here, and I'm just going to keep saying it, they were unlucky this game more than anything else.
Yeah, it looks like Mondavi wins man of the match for Hearts of Maple.
But the man in our heart is Gerald Smith with those 4 saves. Those were crucial for that win for Maple.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of these games sometimes are never going to give love to defenders or keepers, right? You know, it's all about goals, but, you know, it's like NFL, for example, or anything like that. Kickers' lives matter. Well, goalies' lives matter here in the Simulation Soccer Federation.
And Tom will be the first one to tell you about how much he loves goalkeepers. I mean, Kara Smith is our goalkeeper, and Kara McKay's our goalkeeper and also his girlfriend, so works out pretty great.
Yeah, I can't wait to put her to the test this evening. It's going to be fun.
We'll see how it goes. I definitely wanted to have the home game against Fort Ontario, but we'll see how it plays out. I'm pretty confident in our team, and I'm just excited to see that grudge match between Detroit and Fort Ontario. I think that might be our first true rivalry.
It might, or Fort Ontario might fall flat on their faces. That is an absolute possibility as well, and one I am extremely nervous for. But hey, who do we got?
I got to ask you, Winkler, watching the first game coming up later on between FC Detroit and Bossier City, what kind of interest are you watching that game with? What are you expecting from both teams?
Honestly, I'm just trying to see the pace of play that that both teams are trying to play with. I know that Fort Ontario really likes to push the ball. So it's going to be interesting if we're going to get that opportunity to, or if the Steamers or Detroit are looking to slow down the pace and turn it into more of a slugfest.
Coming up to this matchup here with the two teams that pulled out wins against Miami playing each other. It's going to be interesting to see which team can really show out. With Knox City having home field, I think it's going to play a little bit of an advantage. But looking at these differences in formations, I'd put my money on Hearts of Maple.
Also, I do want to say, you guys gave your goalie a shout out. Well, I want to give a shout out to General Cornwall, Mr. Holdorf in the net.
I must say that
He is going to be a beast in this league, and everybody better take note.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready to kick this off?
Andrew.
Yeah, I'm just pinging out our last match number 3 of the night in the league Discord, which, Wink, do you want to post a link to our Discord server in the Twitch chat for me, please?
I sure do.
I'll be right back in 2 minutes, but Logan's here with you guys.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll just ask for you the entire time.
And with that, Dave Access, we're going to see what you have this game. Because I don't think you're going to be able to just cherry pick the entire time.
No, I don't actually as well. Dude, this
From
is
what I've seen for the first 2 games, I think this is going to be a defensive matchup, and I think that both teams are offensive nightmares for the opposing teams coming in.
Well, you got to remember, Hearts of Maple does have a formation change. We'll see if that helps or hurts. It looks like they're going to go with a Christmas tree. It's coming up on December, so they're trying to, be a little festive. So we'll see.
And Christmas tree. I was thinking more maple tree.
More
maple
tree.
Oh man.
So is then Knox City gonna try and squeeze out all the syrup from this formation?
Well, the good part about maple syrup is right now in November, it's not maple syrup season. So if we were playing this match, in the springtime, I'd be worried, but I'm not concerned at all. Knox City's coming out in a 4-3-3 with two holding midfielders towards the wing sides with Robadinho and Lozano out there. Hearts of Maple in the maple tree. Zeus Williams and Patrick Zandwich, I butchered that, is going to hold that center midfielder. Gerald Smith is going to continue his great form after last match. Let's hope Mondavi and Martinez can get a goal to continue on to this game.
Now, is form something that we might consider in the future, depending on previous performances and games, so that it can carry over for players into their performance at the next game? Especially coming off of a big performance or a man of the match, that could definitely be something that's game changing for several of the players.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't. At least in the sliders that we've seen so far, you can't switch individual players, right? You can switch teams, at least from what I've seen, but not individual players and everything. So our form is definitely random. Unfortunately, like real life, you could be on form and have a piss poor game right now. Like Lozano's got the ball out on the right-hand side. Tyler, if you're Hearts of Maple, what are you going to do in this game?
Oh my access. What just happened?
Well,
you look away for 1 second and you miss it all.
Well, Dave Axis fucking buries it. Tells Geralt Winkler to eat shit, bashing him pre-match. Oh man, I wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna switch my conversation now to Tyler. If you're Hearts of Maple, what do you do now?
You have to counterattack immediately. What an attack they have picked up right where they left off in game 1, and Dave Axis with a thunderous strike to the top left corner. It doesn't get any prettier than that.
God, you can just see that excellence ooze off that bald head.
And 4 minutes in, down 1-0 already. That we're playing for the top of Group A here in the the Federation Cup. Man,
it's gut check time for Hearts of Maple. What do you got?
What do we got? We're gonna try to control this game. I mean, I guess we're gonna see what happens. My sims that I have done, this formation has worked out very well. But I also haven't had a goal 4 minutes into the match. Conceded a goal 4 minutes into the match, so we'll see what happens. Now, Logan, if you're Knox City, what are you doing? Are you sitting back with this 1-0 lead, or are you going to go for glory and go for the throat?
I don't think 1-0 is enough to win it here in the Simulation Soccer Federation. I think that we're going to have to see a little bit more. I mean, we see Knox constantly in aggression right now, pushing. And that's something that I'd like to see. As we see a second
goals in 8 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Freddie
Tramble.
Are we going to see our first actual blowout? Is the Knox City hype train and rolling? Do they need to get a merch store ready? What's going on?
Freddie Tramble with his second goal of the tournament.
Yeah.
You know Dave has to be living in it right now after how much we've been roasting him over the last 3 weeks. You know he has to be so ecstatic to see these outcomes.
I just want to take this moment to say that all of Knox City's success is mine. I'm the one who created the roster file. I'm the one who put in their game plan. I am the reason they are in this game right now. So you're welcome.
Did they select their game plan and tell you what to put in, or did you do it for them?
The game plan came from Freddie. I just didn't put it in.
Okay.
And I don't think we've seen 2 goals from the same team before the 10th minute.
Not yet. No, I've definitely seen some in my sims early off, but I don't. This is going to be tough. Unfortunately, for Hearts, I feel like right now 2 goals down early on.
Eagle, what are you saying to your players from the sidelines right now? What's going across your mind?
Well, you gotta sit back, focus in, and ready to go. Right. So we're in the 12th minute right now, so we still have a long time left in this match, right? So
definitely.
This match isn't done and dusted at all. Those first 2 goals were in the first 9 minutes, so it's like, oh, cool. I've got 79 minutes left in this game to figure out if we can come back and at least potentially send this match into penalties. And what are they doing? Zeus
just getting a warning.
Oh,
no.
When are we going to see the first yellow card? That's what I want to know. Do we see it this game, or does it come when Fort Ontario plays Detroit? I know Thomas can be a little bit dirty on the field.
Right there. It's a tough call. He got a lot of ball right there. He displaced the ball pretty well, but looks like his follow-through might have swept the leg, and that's what the ref was looking at.
Wow, look at that pass and completion percentage for Hearts of Maple. That's bad.
Easy save.
That's bad. Wow. This is nothing like what I've done in my Sims, so this game plan is probably going to get thrown out.
So here's my take on the Hearts of Maple game plan. It was in my opinion, a direct counter to Knox City's attack the center, high pressing attack that they saw from game 1. But instead of going up the middle, Knox City has gone to the outside, and that's where Hearts of Maple have been vulnerable.
Yeah, I definitely, definitely in this game with, oh my gosh.
They are going for the throat, ladies and gentlemen, dismantling Hearts of Maple at every opportunity. Robo getting in on the action. He says, don't forget about me.
This is nothing at all from what I have done in any of my Sims. This is gonna be a rout. This is not looking good for myself and Hearts of Maple.
It's looking like a heavy disparity between conditions.
And I've already got somebody in the chat yelling "sack me" from as the manager position, eagle out, which makes complete sense because it's my brother that said it.
You're getting sacked in the morning.
What?
You're getting sacked.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it now. Play some damn defense, Hearts of Maple, because you're making Group B's job to take the number 1 seed harder with every goal you give up.
No, I agree. It's tough. I set this game plan up to be a direct counter attack. Sit in on the offense, sit in and get counterattacks, and we've been picked apart left and right. And this is absolutely ridiculous with what is happening right now at Hearts of Maple.
No marking is right. No defense, more like it. It's just
this is just not good. This game plan has just gone to shit, to be completely honest.
Knox City just literally they tore the hearts out of the Maple.
We've just got of Maple playing Knox City here.
Like, is this what Greg Soto felt like after the first 2 games? Because this is how I feel.
Don't sleep on Knox City. That's the moral of the story. That was a nutmeg.
Jared, what? Oh gosh. God. Oh man.
Soto says yes. That is what he felt like.
And what we're seeing here is a lot of long balls from Hearts of Maple. They're just giving the ball away in the middle of the field.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. I apologize to the Hearts of Maple supporters out there, to the maple syrup drinkers of the world.
It's going to be interesting. Dave Access in the chat just said, "Keep being aggressive."
Ooh,
is that the key? Is it the aggressiveness of Knox City that's making the difference here?
I don't know. I mean, we still are only in the 24th minute of the game. There is still over 65 minutes left in this game where we could easily come back and score three goals.
Hearts of Maple can't let this kill them either, because they have to remember that AC Miami has already locked down the 3rd seed in this group. So with that win they had against AC Miami, it's going to make sure that Hearts of Maple either has that somewhere between the 3 and the 5 seed. So they definitely shouldn't miss on the Royals, and definitely just get ready for tomorrow.
Oh man!
Steve X is just misses wide.
Oh, Knox City, they have no mercy. No mercy.
You think if they score one more goal, Eagle, is this game over?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to concede I'm not going to quit 50% of the way through this match. You know, I'm not that kind of person. I mean, we know people that will quit 50% through the game. We're going to fight, till the
You never know if your players could end up with those bonus attributes, playing out the game.
Exactly. This is we just got hit in the dick. This is a learning experience here for us here in the game planning system for this soccer sim. It's not like a football sim where you have 150 plays that you need to submit and go from there or anything like that. It's a pretty small time commitment for the game planning if you want to make it that way.
As Access is showing you right now, you don't even need a commitment. You just let somebody else do it for you.
Well, Dave's not doing any. Yeah, Dave's not doing any of the managing. Oh, and Coco, yes, I'm already drinking.
Tony Roberto.
Wow, Tony says, "Move over. I've got this myself."
Man, we saw a lot of speed there. I think his mohawk is to contribute to that.
How do you allow the best run we've seen of this tournament so far? What a run. Takes it from their side of midfield, runs it all the way into the box, and fires it home. Beautiful goal.
How do you allow him so much time and space from midfield?
Yeah, if you're Knox City, you kind of gotta be mad at your center backs there. They just let a defensive midfielder go box to box, no coverage, gets just about to the penalty spot, and buries the ball past Roscoe. Let's go. Tony's pumped up. I know Tony in the locker room, and he is always positive and always just pumping. Let's go. Okay. Man, that's a little relief stress, Tyler. Do you agree with me on that one?
Oh, you have to be happy now if you're Hearts of Maple.
Oh my God! And Knox City answers immediately.
The man himself, Dave Access.
He's a ninja.
Man. Off his foot, not a bicycle, but a volley, a side volley. Man, that positivity that we had has just lasted really long. Ah, man,
That is blowing up during this game.
That is a great.
I gotta ask, what adult water beverage are you on right now? Because I need to keep track during this game because it's gonna be a long night for you, sir.
Well, how many goals does Knox City have?
They currently have 4.
Then that's where I am.
Beautiful goals.
That's where I am right now. It
Dave
happened.
Axis definitely wants that hat trick today.
Dave Access wants the golden boot, and tell them what they'll win if they get it, Eagle.
They get attributes added to, I believe, finishing, right? So we're also playing for coaches' points, that coaches can add points to their matches and everything.
Word
Leading
is opening in front of the stream.
player gets points.
What'd you say, Thomas?
Word was opening in front of the stream. You're good now.
Threw ball in. Good defense.
Man, Maradona's out with the ball. They need to get at least another goal before halftime. Terrible touch from Mondavi. Ooh, man, Mueller plays it up. Mondavi with the winner. Can't give it to Maradonas though.
So let's hear it. Golden boot. The golden boot winner of this tournament gets +2 to their finishing. Most assists gets +2 to a low pass. Most tackles +2 to ball winning, and the golden glove gets +2 goalkeeper awareness.
Well, gold. So we're well aware on the Golden Glove is most saves.
Yes.
It's not the most defeats. Most saves in this one.
The winning team, their coach gets 11 points to distribute between whatever players they seem fit, and second place gets 6.
And the other 4 teams get 0. Because there are no.
And just so that we're aware, this will be the last game in Group A. Then we're going to take an intermission for Thomas's show, the station. And then we are going to resume with Group B, which will be, it's Bossier, right? The Steamers?
Bossier.
I'm never going to pronounce that. We got the Steamers, we got FC Detroit, and we got Fort Ontario Defenders coming up tonight after the station. Tomorrow, kickoff begins at 10 a.m. with the
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time, correct. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. With the top 4 teams from group play, and the winners of those matches will play the top 2 teams of the tournament. The championship to the tournament will be played at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday night.
So I was about to say, I was going to jump in for a second. So the reason behind the weird hours is we're trying to work around the NFL schedule, on a Sunday. We don't want to compete with the NFL.
Correct. So the beginning of the kickoff, the tournament on Sunday, you'll have 4 games. Then we're going to go to an intermission, and then the final game will be played at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, good ball. Good ball. What is Maradona? Oh. Ooh. Play it on the ground. Play it on the ground. It's 4-2. Man. Logan, if you're Knox City, if you're the manager, Freddie Trammell, at halftime, what are you saying to Knox City right now?
I'm honestly pleased with the performance of Dave Axis, who's coming out here giving us 2 goals. The defense has been pretty stellar. They've controlled midfield. I'm letting them know that I'm just happy with the performance thus far. I think I'd make some minor adjustments and maybe switch to a more defensive-minded game plan for the second half, and just honestly not even focus on too much possession, or just mainly, stacking the box, not conceding goals, and controlling the rest of the lead. We see a 65% possession percentage for Knox City, which is absolutely massive. I think that's the largest we've seen thus far on any of the sims. So that's absolutely stellar. And Knox City is just performing better than we'd expected. So don't sleep on Knox City.
Well, let me ask, Tyler here. Do you think Knox City is performing well, or do you think Hearts of Maple are underperforming with the new formation they came out with?
I have to say a little bit of both, just because it was working well from their old formation for Hearts of Maple, working well. And I think they just try to overcompensate and try and saturate the middle of the pitch. But all credit to Knox City just being aggressive, attacking on the wings, and their lead shows how much they've even improved from their first game.
Thomas, if you're in my locker room right now, I'm going to ask the same question. Are you throwing chairs? You punching players? What are you doing to try to get them back in this match?
Honestly, if I'm in that locker room, I'm leaving my assistant manager with the attackers because the attack wasn't terrible. And then I'm taking those defenders, I'm taking those defensive midfielders in another room and just letting them have it, letting them know we need to play better. We need to keep the ball from the box. We need to give our goalkeeper more support, and just let those defenders know that they need to be playing with their hearts and not with whatever they're playing with right now, because they need a lot more support on the defensive side.
Too much maple, not enough heart.
Too much maple syrup is what I said. We were drinking syrup and we're sluggish. This is not good for ourselves and at Hearts of Maple right now. Winkler.
I just want to say one thing. This in from our sideline reporter, Emily DePaula. Hearts of Maple, you guys are embarrassing.
Well, I'm going to keep my comments to myself about that one.
Don't forget, he's got to play tonight. He might get to pick on you too.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry.
The sideline reporter picks on me more than anyone ever in existence, so it's true.
Yep. Second half, Hearts of Maple is on the left going to the right, and Knox City is going right to left with the orange striped jerseys. I'm hoping for a better second half, to be fair and to be honest, but the game plan that we set up for Heart is very, very counter-attacking, sit back and watch. I wouldn't expect to see this formation ever again for Hearts of Maple. Oh, that's a good... Come on, step. Maradona steps. Nope. Phoenix got the ball out on the left-hand side. He's going to turn around and switch the field to Mercer.
Now, Eagle, with your game planning, are you thinking bad formation or worse game plan, or bad game plan, worse formation?
To be honest, our sims that I've been running, it hasn't come out like this. We're either winning 2-1, 1-0, or we're losing 1-0 so far. So, you see that sometimes, unfortunately, with the simulations. It's just you get unlucky with the sim. I'm just not happy with how things are coming out, and it's unfortunate that we're kind of sat back too far and going, 3 goals down. It's going to be tough to convert our chances, per se.
They scored 4 goals in the first half, so it's not impossible.
Oh, it's definitely not impossible, but as we're sitting back in a counterattack defense, right, you got to take full advantage of your counterattacks that you get, and I'm hoping that we get 3. You never know, as you saw with that 65 to 35% possession. Ooh, Robo. Good effort.
I think it was Dave Axis there. He actually ducked under the ball. Let's get a look at that again. And I was confused as to why he didn't capitalize on that hat trick. Look at that.
I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people think Dave is just this selfish diva. He's got so much compassion and love for his team that he just wanted to share the wealth.
That doesn't sound like Dave Axis at all.
Yeah, it was very hard to say with a straight face.
Dave Axis, I know, wants to score as many goals as he possibly can. He's it happens. Yeah, team player, my ass.
I just chat because I'm a team player.
And by team, he means he would like to be the entire team.
Well, there's a meme.
Team.
So he knows. Oh, man. Good ball. Straight out of bounds, actually. Not a good ball. Straight out of bounds from Ace Finnick. Look at this. Pass is completed.
The chat says Eagle's salty. Eagle, are you salty?
Oh, I'm definitely salty, without question, 100%. I'm allowed to be. You know, we have to have some fun here in the Simulation Soccer Federation, but this sucks.
Well, you can't win them all, and in this case, you're gonna lose big.
Yeah, I know. At least we're not third in the division like Miami. At least we won a game.
Oh, now he's throwing shade. Is this a Miami Maple rivalry brewing? Because Knox City says we don't have a rival or an equal in this group.
Well, you know, what's really funny about this, right? We come out tomorrow, and Hearts of Maple could lift the trophy, and Knox City gets nothing. You got to take today with a grain of salt. It would be great to have that first round bye in tomorrow's knockout stages, but we're just going to have to come out harder tomorrow. Yes, perfect. Eagle Mondavi's pulled. Taz Von Wolfswinkel's coming on. Tyler, rate Mondavi's performance.
Well, in terms of how not to play a center forward or a striker, perfectly fine.
Yeah, see, that's what I was hoping for. You could have said piss poor or something like that. It would have been
Terrible.
acceptable.
He's been terrible.
He's been terrible.
He's been so bad that his defensive midi had to come up and show him how to score.
It's true. That is true. Man. Let's see what Von Wolfswinkel can do. Yep. Same thing as Eagle. Give the ball away. Oh, Robo's coming off. It's good performance from Robo with a goal. Bryant Zachary's coming on. Thomas, give us your thoughts on Robo's performance today.
Robo's having a pretty solid performance. He's working that ball around. I believe he's got 1 goal so far. And just a great performance working that ball around.
Oh, good save. That's a good save, and that's not a good save. That's 5-1. It's 5-1.
It's a landslide.
Oh, shit.
Warm up the bus. Warm up the bus.
Again, I'm not quitting halftime, man. This is not a halftime quitting appearance, right? We play to the end of the game.
What, nuts and bolts, you got screwed?
Oh, we didn't get screwed.
I guess in this instance you got turned around, bent over, and Knox City just rammed one home.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with Freddie's game plan, right? Because Dave didn't do anything. It's all on Freddie. It's fantastic job from Freddie. Great game plan with his Dragon Ball on their left shoulder.
Well, he might have collected them all, and maybe that's why he's doing so good.
Well, he's got 2 more to collect them all, right? Isn't there 7 Dragon Balls?
There are 7 Dragon Balls, and he's got the 3-star on his shoulder.
Oh man, this is just bad. Bad.
Now let me ask you this, Mr. Mondavi. This formation, going in the trash and never to be looked at again, or are you gonna still try and retool it a little bit?
It's not that it won't be. So you got to think, right? It probably will be trashed with the current players I have. A couple of these players are playing out of position this game. It was a risk that worked in a lot of the sims that just did not work out today. And as players get better, they'll be playing worse when out of formation. So this will probably be a scrapped formation. The maple tree is gone. It's burnt up.
And one person we really haven't talked about is Rosca. Is he the best goalie right now? Or is it this defense, this smothering defense of Knox City?
Well, Rosca really hasn't been tested too much at all for this game. I mean, he had 1 shot, right, Thomas, and from Tony, and Tony buried it, so it's kind of tough to say on that question.
Right. I think this might just be something where the formation might have killed Hearts of Maple. I think their players are in a Good point. I think it might have just been an inferior formation here. I don't think it's a knock on the coaching. Everybody has to work out the kinks right now in the preseason, figure out what formations are going to work, because obviously in all the simulations we didn't have the fully updated TED files with progressions and stuff, so it was impossible to know what was going to work and what wasn't right out the gate.
Yeah, I had preseason. I definitely had some formations or some sims that got out of hand goal wise. This actually isn't the biggest one that I've seen, unfortunately. So I'm hoping next. Oh, who's coming off? Maradonis is coming off. Elsie's making an appearance. Ace Finnick is off, and Pink Lisa is on. Tyler, talk about Ace and talk about Maradonis. Anything special that came out today from them?
Just an average day at the office for me. Again, they'll pick themselves up. It wasn't too bad of a performance for either of them, but nothing spectacular.
I want to ask you a question, Tyler. You know, you got me and Thomas in here. How are you liking your chances with the Steamers coming up tonight?
Oh, I say we have a very good chance. Our locker room is already bringing I don't know who's bringing the orange slices, but apparently we're bringing beer for the wins, and we got juice boxes coming our way too. So we should have a very fantastic match tonight.
Are you going to join us again tonight?
If I should be around tonight, so I'll come and join you.
I like
Perfect.
it.
Yeah.
One person who probably will not be joining us is the team owner, Frank. He is at his daughter's wedding, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. So he's walking down the aisle yelling, "Bozer City gives his daughter away." I believe Steamers gives his daughter away. Is that what we thought was going to happen today?
I think so. So big shout out to that family right now, and a congratulations to his daughter.
Yep, I agree. In the later games, I believe too, we will have Greg Soto joining us as well in the booth, as long as he's not, partying with all the ladies and doing cocaine, is what they do in Miami.
I don't know. I'm thinking Soto's feeling a lot better about his matchup with Knox City after watching this one.
Oh, without question, I'm sure.
Now this leads me to another question, Eagle. Going into tomorrow, this is your formation that's locked for away games. Are you nervous by that?
A little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it, because we'll see what happens with that.
Real quick, just want to remind everybody directly after this game, we're probably going to take like a 5 to 10 minute intermission, and then we're going to roll into the shortened version of the station where we're going to break down the first 3 games in Group A, whoever finished first, second, and third. A little bit of highlights into the SSF, and then between 8 and 8:30 p.m., depending on when Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner want to launch it off, then we'll get rolling with Group B.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get going, right into the station after this game. We're in the 86th minute. I'll finish this off real quick. What a shitty game for us at Hearts of Maple, to be completely frank and honest. Not too happy about it, but we'll see what happens.
And like you've been saying, it's still early. But the only downside for the Group B teams tonight is that this Knox City performance could end up giving, Knox the home field advantage tomorrow.
Yeah, this definitely is what what Knox City needed to potentially get that number 1 seed for the rest of this tournament going on. They're going to have right now, they have a +6 goal differential. It's going to be tough. I can see potentially Fort Ontario, beating Detroit 3-4-0, and then maybe 3-4-0 in the other games. Caledino getting a few goals, but we'll see what happens. Detroit came out strong with all of their progression as well, and the match is over. Knox City wins this one 5-1. I'm sorry, not Jack. I was reading something else. Sorry, I was reading Jack's message in the chat. Tyler, sum up the performance of Knox City in this match.
Absolutely dominant from the get-go. 3 or 4 goals, if I remember correct, within the first 20 minutes. It was not a very good day at the office for Hearts of Maple. Lots of passes getting behind the defenders. The forwards of Knox City found open space, and it led to the ultimate dismantling of that maple tree.
Yeah, I agree. Logan, if you're
Yes.
Maple, do you forget about this game and move on to the next, or is this game going to be in your head tomorrow?
I think that I'm doing the best to tell my players to forget about this game. You know that we have our spot. Fortunately or unfortunately, Miami wasn't able to pull anything off. So tomorrow is really all that matters when it comes down to this. Everything's 0-0, everything's reset. Might not get the home field advantage, but at the end of the day, we're seeing teams win on the road here in the Simulation Soccer Federation. So I think I'm just forgetting about this game and telling them and preparing them for tomorrow.
Yeah. Thomas, I'm going to have you come in for a second. Is it overall, the scoreline showed that Knox City destroyed Hearts of Maple. Is that Knox City showing that, they're legit? Or is it just a fluke? Was it just a speed bump in Hearts of Maple's plans after the victory they had against Miami?
I think after the first game where they won 2-0, that might have been something that could have been in the discussion. But after seeing them dominate in both of their matches, I think we're seeing just great game planning by the management team in Knox City. Again, like I said, one time could have been a fluke. 2 times, I think they're showing that they're for real.
Yeah, it was a great game for Dave Axis, who will probably be the man of the match. Winkler, do you think Dave Axis deserves to be man of the match?
No, I think Freddie deserves to be man of the match.
Tyler. Oh, sorry. Wink, finish. I'm sorry.
I think Freddie deserves to be man of Group A, to be honest with you.
Man of the group, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we figured, possession stayed at 65-35. Hearts of Maple sat back in a very, very counterattacking formation that failed miserably.
9 shots. They just
a lot.
pelted the
Yeah.
It is an
goalkeeper.
astronomical amount of passes as well. That's the most I've seen in any sim.
288 is the most you've seen?
Yes.
I've been up there a lot. I honestly haven't seen 9 shots on target, though, really, in many of my sims. Overall, yeah, Dave Axis man of the match, according to the game.
Ooh.
Everybody's
Trammell and
at
Robo
7-5.
close second and third.
Yeah, everybody's at 7-5 in this one. It's tough. Curious how this game sometimes picks their player ratings per se.
Well, they gave Access man of the match, so it's definitely not by looks.
No, definitely not. Winkler, I'm gonna go through the panel real quick. Winkler, I want you to say one final thing on Group A's overall 3 games.
I think Miami and Hearts of Maple definitely underperformed. I am still in shock and awe over Knox City. It's going to be interesting to see if they can carry this momentum over to tomorrow, and I think it's going to be fun to watch.
Logan, same question to you.
What was that? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Overall, so you've been here all 3 matches. Overall view on Group A, on the performances of Group A.
I mean, we've seen a lot of surprises thus far. We didn't expect to see 5 goals out of anybody in any of these matches, especially with that difficulty being bumped up a little bit. So that was something that definitely surprised myself. And I can't speak for anybody else. I mean, the performances were just stellar when it comes down to it. I'd like to see Miami do some revamping with their game plans, their formations maybe. Maybe get some better progression in the next week or so that they can, look a little bit better than they did thus far through the tournament.
Thomas. We'll go to Thomas first before Tyler. Thomas, your thoughts on Group A?
On Group A, I think too, the teams finishing second and third, just again, like I've been saying the whole time, don't hang your heads. There's still the knockout stages to go. Any given game, anybody can take this over. And even though Knox City's locked up one of the top 2 seeds, I think we could see a lot happen. And for Hearts of Maple, I think just changing up the formations that they're going to be using in those games. Obviously, they're not going to go back to this one, and I think we're going to see a stronger Hearts of Maple team for sure in the remaining rounds.
And Tyler, finish us off. Your thoughts on your first time commentating in the Simulation Soccer Federation.
It was fun to watch some exciting football. Knox City definitely had the scoring advantage throughout their 2 games. But I'm looking for Hearts of Maple to rebound. I'm looking for Miami Azul to rebound. It'll be fun to see what they do in the knockout stage.
Okay, well, this is Eagle Mondavi reaching, saying thank you for listening in on Group A action for the Federation Cup here. I really hope that we were awesome, other than when Wink had to go to the bathroom and and started late because of his also water main. But again, we really appreciate it. Wink and I have worked really hard with the other owners in the Simulation Soccer Federation to get a good product out there. Really hope that you guys are happy with everything. Remember that Thomas's show, The Station, is on Twitch, and it's going to start here in probably 15 minutes, Thomas?
Honestly, I'd say anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes because we're going to...
I got to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking.
Before we send a farewell, though, can we get a Twitch link to Thomas's page for that?
I was trying to send everybody over there, but it looks like that's not going to work. So let me get that link for everybody in a second.
And to everybody that is in the SSF server already, I put that link up in the general chat, so you can go ahead and take that link. The channel is live already, and then once we wrap this up, I'm going to switch the audio over to that.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
Then, we'll probably give like a 2-minute break. You can go ahead and do your thing, and I'll just talk with the panelists until you come back.
Yeah, awesome. And then remember, after Thomas's show is Group B action. So if you're in the Discord server, you'll get a ping from me. Pings for days. But again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Have fun. Take care.
Drive home safe.
Drive home safely. Drive to the station safely.
Draft Hugo.